Over the years, oil deficiency has been a major point in history. Oil is a major factor in the United States because you need oil to help run factory machines as well as transportation from one place to another. Gas prices were around $1.10 per gallon in 1991. Citizens everywhere thought those prices were extremely high. They started to soar again in the 2000s after the war in Iraq due to a monopoly factor. Prices were expected to go back down until President Bill Clinton ordered the release of oil from the nation's emergency in an effort to stabilize the world economy, which rose to more than $1.60 a gallon. To this day, gas prices are still rising in the United States.
Iraq War. March 2003, U.S.-led invasion of Iraq, and the story of the invasion changed the decade. The brutal dictator was successfully outcasted from power and his two sons killed in the fighting. Death of Michael Jackson. The highest profile celebrity, Michael Jackson, died at age 50 on June 5, 2009. He had too much intake on drugs that stopped his heart. There was a memorial service given for him at the Staples Center in Los Angeles. His 3 children were devastated, as well as the media who followed his music. The news got worldwide attention. Hurricane Katrina. August 29, 2005, it spread destruction from Texas to Florida. It covered 80% of the city in stagnant flow, and it flooded waters for weeks. Katrina killed 1,836 lives and leaving 705 people missing. The storm was categorized as a number 3 storm on the Gulf Coast. September 11, terrorist attack. The morning of September 11, 2001, 2 hijacked airliners flown into each of the World Trade Center. The death toll was about 3,000, leaving many trapped in higher levels of the buildings. It was marked to be the worst terrorist attack in the U.S. history. It has affected millions of families, everyone being devastated. The attackers were Islamic terrorists from Saudi Arabia and several other Arab nations. 15 minutes after the terrorist attack, the building collapsed catastrophically. 400 police officers and firefighters swarmed the entire area, trying to assist anyone's needs and rushing them to hospitals because many were in critical condition, if not dead.
Michael Phelps' performances at the 2008 Olympics have brought him strong consideration to be the greatest Olympian ever. He surpassed the records of Mark Spitz and Johnny Weissmuller and is considered to be the greatest swimmer ever. Phelps swims strokes such as the butterfly and freestyle, but his best events are the individual medleys. At the 2004 Olympic Games, Michael Phelps became only the second athlete to win 8 gold medals at a single Olympic Games, and repeated this in 2008 at Beijing. Phelps did not only tie for getting 8 gold medals in one Olympic Games, but did it twice in a row. After the 2012 Olympic Games, Phelps was left with an absolute Olympic record of 22 medals and 18 gold medals. One of the best movies of the decade for all age groups was the Disney movie Finding Nemo. It is the story of 2 clownfish, father and son, on their separate journeys after the son is separated from his father. Both of them make many friends on their journeys and in the end are reunited. Finding Nemo made $2,762,397 on its opening weekend, and its complete gross was $380,838,870. It won 1 Oscar and had 38 nominations.
Many economists consider the financial crisis of 2007 and 2008, also known as the global financial crisis, the worst financial crisis since the Great Depression of the 1930s. It resulted in the threat of total collapse of large financial institutions, the bailout of banks by national governments, and downturns in stock markets around the world. In many areas, the housing market also suffered, resulting in evictions, foreclosures, and prolonged unemployment. The crisis played a significant role in the failure of key businesses, declines in consumer wealth estimated in trillions of US dollars, and a downturn in economic activity leading into the 2008-2012 global recession and contributing to the European debt crisis.